Hello guys, welcome to my channel Easy Learning. Today's topic is accounting cycle. So now let us jump to the accounting cycle introduction. Accounting cycle is a complete sequence of accounting process which begins with the recording of business transactions in the book of original entry and ends with the preparation of final accounts and which are repeated in the same order each accounting period. Now, let us understand what does original entry mean. Original entry means journal entry or subsidiary books where we record the first transaction which takes place. Now, if we purchase the goods, we record it in journal entry. If there's a sales or there is an expense, there is an income, we all record those entries in journal book. That is nothing but called as the original entry. Later, this process ends with the preparation of final accounts. So, what does final account mean? Final account means it is the preparation of the profit or loss. From final account, one can know that whether the company is earning profit or whether the company is earning loss. Now, there are two types of accounting cycle. First one that is traditional system of accounting, second one that is modern system of accounting. Today we shall learn both the types of accounting cycle. Now, the first type of accounting cycle is traditional system of accounting. We have an example here. Rama, he is the owner of the company. He sells goods to Mr. Sham for rupees 30,000. So when we have a transaction like this is a business transaction, right? So what do we do at that time? We enter the particular transaction in a journal entry. The journal entry will be Sham account to goods account. Goods nothing but sales account. So there are two accounts, right? Debit account and credit. So every aspects, every transaction had twofold effects, that is sham account and sales account. That is nothing but debit effect and a credit effect. Now later we classify the same account into different groups, that is sham account. We have ledgers for those where we can identify the particular balance for each account. Later, all the debit balances are written on the debit side of the trial balance, and all the credit balance are written on the credit side of the trial balance. This is for to ensure that debit is equal to credit, and if it is not equal, then there is some mistake in our balance. So that will be credited to the suspense account. The balance amount will be credited to the suspense account. And if the trial balance is balanced, then the transaction which you have recorded is correct. Now, after the trial balance, we prepare the final accounts where we can know the gross profit, the gross loss, the net profit, net loss. Later, with the help of the P&L account, we can prepare the balance sheet. By this way, we shall know that whether our company is running in profit or is it running under loss. I hope the traditional system of accounting is cleared. Now, the same step is followed under modern system of accounting. Only there is a change that instead of journal we have subsidiary books. So what does subsidiary book mean? See, let us take the same example, that is Ram sells goods to Mr. Sham for rupees 30,000. Now, instead of writing it in a twofold effect, that is Sham account debit to sales account, what shall I do means I'll open one sales book. Here, I'll record all the sales entry here so that I can get the perfect amount of sale, the current balance of the sale, and whatever if I've sold the goods for the cash, then I will write the cash amount so that I will get the perfect cash entry, that is the how much cash balance is available. Let us see how many books are available. The first one, that is same business transaction. There is a transaction between Ram and Sham. He is selling goods to Mr. Sham. Now, how do we classify this? Before that, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So I said that here in the modern system of accounting, there won't be journal. So how many books are there? See, if the transaction is about purchase, then we'll write that into purchase books. And if it concerns with the sales, then we write under sales book. And if it concerns with purchase written, then we write it in purchase written. Sales written book, cash book, bills payable, journal proper. And the sales written, we write the all the returns, all the written by our customers. Under cash book, we write both the payment made and the receipt which we receive. And payable means how the bills payable, that is bills receivable and bills payables, are recorded. Then same, we next record this in ledger. We'll prepare different accounts for them. We'll know how much the balance is carried down, how much balance is there brought down. And later, after the ledger balances are written on the trial balance, and trial balance is again, if the balance is not equal, then we'll add it in subsidiary books, and we'll see whether it's an error of omission or error of commission. So we'll see that and we'll correct it, and then we'll prepare P&L account. First we'll prepare trading account, then we'll prepare P&L account. We'll know that whether it's a gross profit, gross loss, or net profit or net loss, and then we will be finally able to prepare the balance sheet of the year. Just remember that if you get a question that write about the accounting cycle for 5 marks, don't forget to write that it's a complete sequence of which begin. It's a recording of business transaction which begins with original entry and ends with the preparation of final account. Mention two types of account, that is traditional and modern system of accounting. Later, draw the chart and explain it briefly, so you'll get 5 marks. And if you feel that this video was good and you want me to bring some more ideas, then do comment below whichever topic you want. I'm ready to explain. And thank you.